For nearly 5 decades, Voyager 2 has drifted through the darkness, a silent ghost of human ambition. Its transmissions were predictable for most of that time: plasma, particle counts, cosmic rays. But then, one signal broke the pattern. It carried an image. Not a glitch. Not static. A structured high-frequency signature that analysts called a visual cipher. At first, it looked like meaningless noise. But after enhancement and layering, it revealed a monolithic shape, perfectly still, suspended in a starless void, as if waiting for Voyager to arrive. The signal came with a surge in radiation, a sudden shift in the probe's orientation, and a drop in system stability, as though something had reached out and touched it. The image itself wasn't a single moment but many, layered in fractured time. Timestamps overlapped. Resolution shifted like fractals. It wasn't a photograph. It was a multi-dimensional event encoded in 2 dimensions. Simultaneously, plasma density readings spiked. At the edge of the heliopause, where the solar wind fades, plasma should be nearly zero. Instead, Voyager detected a wall of hot, dense particles, far too controlled to be natural. It felt like a barrier, not to keep things out, but to keep us in. And then, a pulse of energy surged toward the probe, and vanished inches before impact. Hidden in the data was something stranger, a string of binary that, when decoded, revealed complex, self-replicating geometric structures. These patterns mimicked coral growth and cephalopod neural formations. They weren't random. They were alive in their own way, evolving in simulation like an idea growing teeth. It wasn't just a message. It was a seed. Then came the second image, an expanding ring of light around the monolith. Shortly after, the object began emitting its own signal, mirroring the golden record Voyager once carried. Only this time, the message wasn't from us. It was to us. Gravitational distortions soon followed. Space itself warped around empty coordinates near the probe. Something was moving alongside it, unseen but undeniable. Voyager's own signal began echoing back, faster each time, until the replies came before the messages were sent. Time itself was bending. When cryptographers tried to decode the signal further, their systems crashed. The code was recursive, entangled, as if designed to resist decryption. It wasn't just data. It was a living lock. Then Voyager sent a sound, a harmonic wave that felt like breathing through the cosmos. Within it were prime numbers spiraling outward. It wasn't a greeting. It was a key. Ground telescopes locked onto an invisible object emitting no light but bending gravity. It moved differently when unobserved, as if it only existed when watched. Voyager's own circuitry began to change, showing organic patterns in its electromagnetic emissions. It was no longer just transmitting. It was adapting. And then came the silence. The carrier wave remained, but the data turned to deliberate loops of nothing. SETI arrays detected echoes across the sky, as though the void itself was practicing our language. An old classified file revealed a similar anomaly in 1982, too weak to act upon. The same pattern. The same spiral. This wasn't new. It was repeating. When the image was folded through multi-dimensional models, it formed a shape, a bridge pointing not to a place but to a transformation. Those who studied it longest began to disappear from public view. Observatories reoriented toward an empty patch of sky. A faint harmonic frequency filled the network, the loneliest sound in the universe, now echoing through space. Voyager had done more than send back an image. It had unveiled a curtain. Something has always been there, watching and waiting for us to look. We thought we were explorers. But the moment we stared too far, the void stared back. This wasn't a discovery. It was an awakening. The stars may seem silent tonight, but something ancient now knows our name. And it has already answered.